Hey y'all, Papa here. Well, it's raining outside. I can't do a whole lot, so I figured why not introduce this new segment on my YouTube channel. We're gonna call it Catch or Release. It's where we try out different items from Temu, from Amazon, from Walmart, from the bait and tackle shop. Different things might even come from Winn-Dixie. We don't know yet. We're just going to be trying out all kinds of things when it comes to fishing, camping, hunting, whatever. If y'all got any ideas on something y'all want to see me review, just leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to try it. And if y'all will, leave in the comments. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing, and I feel like I am, slowly but surely. So y'all will hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. That way, whenever I post something new, y'all get notified. So enough of me rambling. Let's get on with these reviews and see if we catch it or we release it. All right, first thing we're going to review is this little doohickey right here. It's made to be able to string your reels, put new line on them. Well, if I can get it threaded, it is anyway. Anyway, you can do the wide spools, you can do the skinny spools. The spool that I'm going to do with it to test it is a skinny one. And anyway, let's check it out. All right. So you take your little spool thing here. You got multiple holes in here. Put it on your rod. Me, I went with the smallest hole because I wanted it to catch at that joint. Then you take this piece, it's supposed to hold your line. Stick it through your line and you feed it through this hole. Thread it on. There's two sections of thread on it. Don't go too crazy with it. You want to back it off just enough that you can get a little bit of spin, but don't get no backlash. Feed it through the eye. We're going to make us a loop in it. Ties a slip knot in it. And we're going to cinch it down. Alright, once we get it started, we're just going to reel it. I've done overfilled this thing already. Alright, so what do y'all think? Is it a catch or is it a release? Me, myself, I'm going to go with a catch. So, Now we've got that tested, our next one is going to be this little imitation whopper plopper. Like I said, I didn't catch anything. I got 3 of these. One's glow in the dark. Well, I'll show you a picture of them here. Let's go with a bright glow in the dark whopper plopper. Well, it swims like a whopper plopper. Almost looks like a whopper plopper. It's a little under the water though. Not getting a whole lot of that top water plopping going on. Oh, he's swimming on his side. Now, I'm not going to say that's the lure's fault, because I'm using a snap swivel. So it could be the snap swivel's fault. All right, if we hold our rod tip up, it makes a little bit more noise. But he still swims on his side. Well, that probably just scared him off. There we go. All right. So that was really that wasn't all the footage I had of that. It was better and it wasn't great. So as far as the Temu imitation whopper plopper, I think it's a catch. It's a cheap lure. I don't rightly remember how much I paid for it. One thing I am worried about is that tail right there. Got a little bit of play in it. I don't know how well it's going to hold up if you catch anything with any size on it. But, you know, the colors are fairly decent. I liked it. The glow in the dark one is pretty bright at night. I'll put the links to all this stuff that I reviewed in the description of this video. But for me, Temu Whopper Plopper, it's a catch. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Got it right here. Got a 4-pack. These little swim baits. I'll throw you a picture up here. Then let's go to the video and see what they look like. Just a little swim bait. Don't. This thing's pretty light. It ain't gonna cast too good. Cast a little bit better than I thought it was going to. Good enough it got hung up in the tree. And I already don't like them hooks. But that could be the tree's fault, not mine. Can y'all see them? I don't know if y'all saw them turtles, 3 of them stacked on top of each other, swimming. I like the way these little swim baits swim. Full of grass. All right, so little swim bait, good for an ultralight. Yeah, I do believe this one's gonna be a catch. Really ain't tested a whole lot of swim baits that I didn't like. But to our next one. The little cicada bug. You know, he got his little flappy wings. Let's see how he done. We're gonna try this yellow or orange colored cicada. Just to see what happens. See how he spins in the water? I've never used one. I don't know if he's supposed to do that. But he is twisting my cotton picking line up. If I had all that, I can handle. Because it's a review, don't think we're gonna be catching anything. Ooh. See that right there? Yep. You ever had a open face backlash? I haven't. Well, how do you reckon that happened? I'll tell you how it happened. And it got all twisted up from the lure. It spins in water. All right. There you have it. The cicada bug. When he swims through the water, he does that number. I can't do it like he does. I don't want to get dizzy. But anyway, good looking lure. Got it in several different colors. But maybe if you had the right swivel. And I did try a few different swivels that day. But I didn't find one that would stop it from twisting my line up. So, catch or release. I'm going to have to release this one. Might come back to it when I get some different swivels. Maybe I can find one that's better. But for now, yeah, I really don't recommend this one. Link to it will still be in this description if in case y'all want to try it. But you've been warned. All right. Next one we're going to go with actually is my favorite. Jointed swim bait. I like the way he swims through the water. I don't know how well he's going to last if you catch anything big, which, you know, if you look at him, he's a decent sized lure. And he's on the floor. So let's cut to a couple of clips of this one and we'll see what you think. I've been about to die to try this fella right here. Let's give him a shot. Oh, I like the way he swims. Don't like the way he flies. I really like the way he swims. But of course he's a fish. He ain't supposed to fly, is he? Keep his nose up, see what happens. Seen him rolling. Ain't had no hits. Ain't felt nothing chasing it. Ain't seen nothing chasing them. Maybe they ain't hungry. Or maybe they're just picky and don't want what I got to offer. We're going to try Mr. Swimbait someplace else. All right. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jointed lure. Like I said, I really like the way he swims. So, y'all know what my vote is on this one? Yep, it's a catch. We're going to keep him. All right. So, one thing we're going to test, or we're going to look at now, is the Temu. Can you see me? Telescopic rod. I think this is the I think it's a 6-footer. Almost 6 foot. Got that nice bright tip on it. It's a light action reel. Yeah, I don't need to do that in the house, do I? So, all right, well, while I'm closing this thing up, y'all check out a little bit of footage on this thing. Do have an idea right in here. We're going to get the old Temu collapsible reel. One thing I do know right now that I'm not real crazy about is the drag on this thing. It's either tight where you can't pull it, or it's loose where you can. No real happy medium there. Sure cast pretty smooth though. I'm probably going to lose this one. My line drifted over a limb. I ain't believing that. Folks, could it be? Could it be? This line they put on this Temu reel, because it come with this line on it, has just saved my lure. Don't like the gear ratio of this reel. Got to reel it pretty quick to keep him moving. For a little kid though, they like to reel fast. There we go. Well, there you go. Temu telescopic reel. Feels good in the hand. Yeah, it's all plastic. I don't like the drag on it a little bit or too much. I don't like the speed which it runs, but it's quiet, real smooth, casts real good, even with lightweight lures. Casts real good. So, yep, this is going to be a catch. Yeah, it's considered to be a youth rod and reel combo. That's the way Temu advertises it. With that gear ratio, matter of fact, gear ratio is 5.2 to 1. I'm not that familiar about gear ratios. I've never really paid a whole lot of attention to it. I use what I like. I do like this reel, all except for the drag and how quick you got to reel it to get it in. But if you just want something cheap that you can throw in your truck or throw in your car and just be able to have you a fishing or fishing pole whenever you want it, pretty good little old rod. I would recommend it. Yeah, it's $14.84 on Temu. I'll throw you a picture up here real quick so that you can see what all this combo comes with, and I'll put the link in the description. This is definitely going to be a catch. Gonna move on to the next thing. Ain't got no video on this. Pack of hooks. Paid $1.26 for these. This is the 100-piece. There's 100 hooks in here. Yeah, there's some tiny ones. There's some decent sized ones as far as for brim. That's the biggest one. That's the tiniest one. But for brim fishing, you can't beat these. They're cheap. There's 100 of them. They're there when you need them. You can't go wrong with them. $1.26, 100 hooks. That's going to be another catch. All right. Last thing we're going to review tonight in this video, yeah, is going to be this fishing lure right here. Can you see it? Yep, I don't have this lure. I lost it. I was fishing on a creek bank, got it hung up in a limb, using an old Temu reel. I pulled in on it, line snapped. I watched the lure fall down into the creek. Creek was overflowing, running pretty quick. I wasn't going to get in and go after it anyway, because the name of the creek was Alligator Creek. And I guess you know why they call it Alligator Creek. I ain't getting in Alligator Creek chasing no cotton picking $2 fishing lure. But lucked up. Got a new Temu package today. We'll do the unboxing on it tomorrow. I ended up ordering another one. Different color, same lure. So, anyway, y'all see the picture of it. Link will be in the description. I really like the lure. It's also a catch. Like I said, I ain't come across a lot of these swim baits that I don't really like. Except for that cicada. I ain't too crazy about him. I don't like him whenever they twist up my lines. But Like I said, that could just be the swivels I was using, but we'll find out one day. We might come back to them. So that's all we testing and all we're reviewing today. Thank y'all for joining me for this first episode of Catch or Release. Catch or Release. And catch me next time. Like I always say, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.